Honestly, you can be an Arab girl, Chinese girl, white girl, you can be Hispanic. They'll all date black men.
Oh, hello there. I was just reading up on Dr. Tiosan Johnson's 18-point blackmail political agenda. Pardon me. Today we're going to speak about one most brilliant Diamond D of the Diamond D and the Psychotic Neurotics. And he is so brilliant he even mentions Napoleon to boot. A most brilliant songmaker.
I skip to my loo like Napoleon at Waterloo.
Bitch, you gonna listen to what I got? Come on. Whoop. Man, first and the best time. Oh yeah. It's girl and it's pal. Oh yeah. And what?
I can't speak to how accurate this is because I don't know Young Thug, I don't know any of his music. But one thing I can tell you is that back in the 90s, when a rapper burst onto the scene, he would tell you what his name is and tell you what he's gonna do.
My name is Diamond D. Tell you what I'm gonna do.
If you didn't know who Diamond D was,
A piece that's fat, cause that's showbiz and Diamond D.
back in the day when you could clearly understand the lyrics spoken in hip-hop songs and there was a plethora of good rappers to listen to, we got Diamond D. And he told us how good his flow was.
I dip and I dab like a Mike Tyson jab.
For me, I think it's fine to beat a woman.
You think it's fine to beat a woman?
Yes.
Just to make it clear, this is not the Mike Tyson jab that Diamond D was talking about.
For me, I think it's fine to beat a woman.
You think it's fine to beat a woman?
Yes.
Why? Because a woman is a punching bag.
No, she's not a punching bag, but when you're dating, I start becoming too optimistic with her, and I start like feeling I want to settle with her. Then she start doing some wrong things.
So you're trying to discipline her.
For me, I think that I'm just putting her in line.
Don't you feel there's another way you could do that without being physically violent towards her?
Of course, it goes without saying, in no way, shape, or form am I in support of violence against women. That's a non-starter. That's clear. But that's not what's most important to take away from this video. What's actually more important is to remember that, in a way, this gentleman is our competition. And in his particular case, he needs more help from the environment to keep his woman in line, help that, as black men, we have never gotten. And we had to develop other skills in order to compete. And what might those skills be?
Even though this flab, I possess the gift of gab.
He said, Noah, I want you to build me an ark.
How you doing, my sister? Black Queen. My name is Elgin Bokare Thotmas Smith. That's Thotmas like the god of thinking. Thank you very much. Nice to meet you. Oh, and I'm 38 years old.
Y'all wanna hear my flap call?
Even though this flab, I possess the gift of gab.
I want you to build a 3 cubits long.
Well, even though I'm a firm believer in black queens forever and snow bunnies never, but I am certainly trying to build an empire, and that is very much hard to do when you have a young lady with a name that sounds like it comes from the Caucasus Mountains.
I want you to build it big and strong.
What's the matter? You can't call nobody.
There is a saying, when is unacceptable, lie down and enjoy it. But that's exactly the position into which you are.
Obviously, it goes without saying again that I certainly don't condone this behavior. A gentleman saying, apparently in a parliament or Congress of maybe South Asia somewhere, clearly telling the young lady, if it's that, just lay back and enjoy it. That's not what black men have to do. But again, this is our quote-unquote competition. So when all the people around the world are saying how terrible black American men are, we don't have to do this. We don't get down like this. And we certainly don't get down with the physical in the other way either. One, because it's dangerous and we'll get taken care of, one. But two, we don't have to do it. And it all leads to this one special thing that many of us keep forgetting.
I'm the best kept secret. So back up and just peep it.
So what is this best kept secret?
There's a safety in black men being with black women, but for whatever reason, you know, black men often date outside of their community and have no problem dating, you know, all types of women. So then we get the stigma a lot of times of one not wanting our own black women, which I don't believe is true at all. But because we make decisions outside of our culture and our race, then we like, oh, well, you wouldn't mess with that white girl. Whatever happens to you, good, good riddance.
I talked about how much black men and ginger women are like magnets. It was a science project. So many of you were like, yes, that's a thing. Even a lot of the comments from black men was saying that they won't even date white girls unless she's a ginger. But basically it turned my comment section into a dating app, which I love. Every ginger woman deserves themselves a good black man, and every black man deserves himself a good ginger woman.
Yo, kid, I'm the best kept secret.
Yeah, it's like it's your own fault for choosing outside of your culture. But what I would say, and I think this is a really unfair rap that black men get, is I grew up with lots of black men. I grew up in London, lots of black men. And it's not the case of that they like other races or they don't like black women. It's just that they have access to every other race. Other races want them. Now, there are Chinese billionaires
Say it again, say it loud.
It's not their fault. Other women want them. And I say this like, I'm growing up in London. I moved to Dubai. And honestly, you can be an Arab girl, Chinese girl, white girl, you can be Hispanic. They'll all date black men. But now, when it comes to this, Indian men that are billionaires, there are Chinese men that are billionaires. They stay in their own race. Now, is that entirely because they, love their race, or is it because they don't have universal appeal? So the fact that black men are dating outside of their race, it's not because they love other races. I actually think they like black women more than anything. Yeah. It's just that other women flock to them and don't let them stay within their own race.
An unfortunate reality of being a black man from America is that you rarely are celebrated. 9 times out of 10, you're told what you haven't done, how deficient you are. You were born deficient. You are trifling. You are told that you need to do X, Y, and Z. You need to protect and provide. That's the bare minimum. You need to purchase things in order to prove your worth. And just showing up as you are is never enough. And we often see that for many men of other cultures, showing up is more than enough. And so we have this innate desire to prove that we have value often when we're dating. And so when we go out into the dating world, and as dangerous as the world has been for us, we not only are trying to protect and provide, but we're trying to make people laugh and feel comfortable. We are using the gift of gab. We're doing all of these things that are extra, because if we do it the way that other men do it, we don't survive very long. And the key is, many times when we're first celebrated, when we first hear someone champion how good of a man we are, is coming from other places. It's almost like it's a
best kept secret.
Dating outside of their race, it's not because they love other races. I actually think they like black women more than anything. Yeah. It's just that other women flock to them and don't let them stay within their own race. I really don't. I see so many women whose dream is to have a child with a black man, or they just want a black man more than anything else. And they dream about it, they think about it, and even when they date white men, they'll talk about so like. What do you expect? It's not the same. They're not sitting there having conversations with their white guy and saying, "Can I get a hall pass for a Chinese man?" They're not saying that. So is it really black men choosing white women, or is it that other? I don't believe it's their choice to be with other women. I think other women don't let them live like with just black women. And I think if you give a black man a choice, they will usually choose black women. Yeah. They usually will choose black women. Or if they go to other races, it's because she has black women features. It's not really because, so they love their blackness. It's just that we all love your blackness. And so you don't get a choice.
I have to agree with you,
Yeah,
Sadia.
because I just don't like even when they say things like, oh yeah, the black men sleep with so many women and they're never faithful. Sorry, Bob, in your house, you would love to be unfaithful, you just can't. So like, it's just, I think it's not really about black men. I think it's the appeal they have and the testosterone. And I really think it boils down to masculinity. They exude more testosterone and masculinity than other races. So they become universally desired by women. Now, this is not all women. I'm just saying in general, they have more. You could travel to any country, you join Tinder, girls will match with you. It's any country. Now, if you do that same thing as like and I don't mean this to stigma, I'm saying this as a South Asian woman. If you say that as a Pakistani man or as a Vietnamese man, you don't have the same luck. So is it really you seeking other women or other women seeking you?
Yo, kid, I'm the best kept secret.
In the end, the best kept secret is that black men are good partners, and many of us don't understand that, or good mates, if you will, or good lovers, or good husbands, whichever term you want to use for it. Not just because we are caring and we want to love the person that we're with, but also because we have the gift of gab and we will sing and we will massage shoulders, we'll cook, and we'll do all of this while we're earning and taking care of kids. Because we were raised to be the guys that do all of the extra stuff to prove that we are worth loving. It may be a glitch, it may be an unfortunate reality for many of us, but really, many of us have learned how to be emotionally intelligent, be aware, be upfront, be present, emotionally helping around the house, taking care of children, all kinds of things that many men in other places simply have not had to do. There are men in today's world, still today, thinking that violence is still okay in terms of keeping their woman in line. And I'm not saying they have a right or wrong way to do it. I personally wouldn't prefer it if I were a woman. But if those women have the opportunity to go and date other men, what's going to happen in that situation? They're going to look for a man that's not thinking of trying to correct her in that way. More likely, they're going to be looking for a man that might sing to her, a man that might massage her shoulders, a man that might cook for her, a man that might care about how she feels in the bedroom, and if certain things happen and he's attentive to those things. And you can hear from Sadia Khan that young ladies already understand the secret is out. And what's the secret? The black American men are pretty darn good lovers. And a large number of young ladies around the world wouldn't mind having one. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, comment below. I'll catch you next video. Take care.